After watching this video, you're not just going to be shocked, you're going to be changed. Because what we just uncovered isn't some messy rumor. It's not blog-level tea, it's not tabloid trash. This is the downfall of reality TV royalty. This is betrayal in high definition. This is the kind of truth that burns everything it touches and leaves no one standing. Stevie J has finally spoken. And when this man opens his mouth, the industry listens. But this time, he didn't just talk. He came with an arsenal. We're talking DMs, leaked voice notes, hotel surveillance, anonymous tips, and an alleged sex tape that could bring down Bambi's entire public image, and maybe more. And Lil Scrappy? The man who stood by Bambi through it all, who tried to protect his family while navigating public pressure and private pain? His world just shattered, and the pieces might be impossible to put back together. Let's make one thing clear from the start. This isn't just about a cheating scandal. This isn't just about a broken relationship. This is about a man weaponizing truth, a woman caught in a web of lies, and a legacy that could collapse before our very eyes. Stevie J isn't just exposing Bambi, he's exposing everything, and everyone. Now, you might be wondering, why does this feel different? Why does this hit so hard? Because it's real. Because this isn't scripted drama with confessionals and reshoots. This is raw, uncut, off-camera chaos spilling into the public eye with no producers to clean it up. Let's take it back to the root of the mess, because to understand the fallout, we need to understand the history. Stevie J and Lil Scrappy have never exactly been best friends. Their tension has been simmering for years. That infamous brawl outside an Atlanta studio wasn't just a moment of macho bravado. It was a declaration of war. Scrappy sent Stevie to the hospital and bragged about it like it was a Grammy win. The beef cooled on the surface but never went away. It just went quiet, until now. Stevie J has returned. And this time, he's not fighting with fists. He's fighting with footage. And when I say he brought receipts, I mean he brought the whole filing cabinet. We're talking about a full-blown scandal operation that, if true, was carefully planned, timed, and executed for maximum impact. The alleged sex tape? According to multiple sources, it features Bambi herself, caught in a compromising act that fans are calling the betrayal of the decade. But the plot thickens. Stevie claims the tape was recorded while Bambi was still married to Scrappy. Yes, while building a public image as a wife and mother, she may have been tearing that image down behind closed doors. But here's where things get murkier and nastier. The man in the tape? His face is blurred, but speculation is flying. People are connecting dots. Some say it's someone from Stevie J's inner circle, a well-known promoter, a producer, maybe even an ex-cast member of Love and Hip Hop. The streets are whispering, social media is roaring, and if any of these theories are even halfway true, this isn't just betrayal. This is conspiracy-level mess. But it doesn't stop there. As the footage made rounds in Atlanta's entertainment circles, fans started to notice something odd. Scrappy, usually vocal, always active on social, went silent. No tweets, no cryptic Instagram stories, no denials. No public support for Bambi. Nothing. And in this world, silence is louder than a diss track. Insiders close to Scrappy claim he saw the tape and completely snapped. One friend says Scrappy threw a chair across the room, smashed his phone against the wall, and walked out the house without saying a word. He didn't come back for days. No one could reach him. They say he looked like a ghost when he finally returned. Eyes sunken, voice shaky, heartbroken. Meanwhile, Bambi has been on full defense mode. She's called the footage fake, a deep fake, a smear campaign, a disgusting attempt to ruin her family, but no solid denial, no breakdown of evidence, no timeline, just anger, emotion, and lawyers. But who are these lawyers going after? Stevie, the blogs, the anonymous leaker, or the ghost of her own bad decisions? And then, just when the internet started to calm down, Mama D went live. If you thought Mama D was going to stay quiet during all this, think again. She went on Instagram with a bottle of Hennessy in one hand and absolutely zero filter. She named names, dropped dates, threw out hotel locations. She said, "Y'all thought I was messy before? Baby, I got receipts this time. Y'all ain't ready for the truth about that girl Bambi. She ain't no innocent princess. She's a calculated bombshell that wrecked my son's life for clout and cash. And then, she dropped the real bombshell. Stevie paid her. Don't ask me how I know. Just know I know. He paid her to destroy my baby. That whole marriage was a damn hit job. Let's pause right there. Because if that's true, if there's even a grain of truth in that, it changes everything. We're not just talking about infidelity. We're talking about premeditated, emotional sabotage. We're talking about an orchestrated setup, a takedown dressed up as a marriage. And remember, the producers of Love and Hip Hop? They're staying quiet. Too quiet. Some say they've seen footage that never aired. A massive, never-before-seen confrontation between Stevie J, Bambi, and Scrappy. Allegations of cheating. Accusations of blackmail. Betrayal tossed around like grenades. The scene was allegedly cut. Buried. Why? To protect contracts. To protect reputations. To protect the brand. But now that everything's leaking, fans are demanding answers. Why protect Bambi? Why protect Stevie J? Who really runs this show, and what are they hiding? And then came the anonymous email leak. A former production assistant, allegedly from VH1, sent a detailed breakdown of an unaired storyline to multiple gossip outlets. The email claims that Bambi was negotiating a secret spin-off deal behind Scrappy's back with none other than Stevie J. Yes, you heard that right. While Scrappy thought they were patching things up, building a future, filming cute family moments, Bambi and Stevie were allegedly having business meetings. They pitched a spicy dating reality show to a major streaming platform, one that would revolve around betrayal, seduction, and redemption. The twist? Scrappy wasn't even supposed to know. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was professional. Strategic. Cold. This wasn't heartbreak, it was corporate warfare. As the leaks continued, the internet exploded again. Fans started digging up Bambi's history. Remember when she first came onto the scene? She slid into Scrappy's life when he was still tied to Erica Dixon. The tension, the messy custody battles, the Instagram shade, the love triangle that played out in front of millions. Now, fans are looking at all of that with new eyes. Was it ever real, or was it all scripted? Then, as if things weren't messy enough, Young Jock went on his morning radio show and said, "Some of y'all need to be arrested for emotional terrorism." Fans immediately knew who he meant. But wait, it gets worse. A post appeared from Stevie J's old assistant who goes by T on social media. It was cryptic at first, just a few words. 3 men, 1 woman, 1 broken man. The post exploded. Overnight, TikTok picked it up, the Shade Room reposted it. Suddenly, anonymous DMs surfaced. Alleged lovers of Bambi started sharing screenshots. One man even claimed he had video receipts, FaceTime calls with Bambi, made inside Scrappy's house, while Scrappy was sleeping in the next room. It was betrayal on a cinematic level. Screenshots dropped, audio clips leaked, blogs went wild, and guess who was liking shady posts dragging Bambi? Stevie J. Coincidence? Yeah, right. And then came the nail in the coffin. Security footage. Miami hotel, 3:47 a.m. Bambi, Stevie, same suite, same night. That surveillance footage from the Miami hotel, it was the moment everything shifted. No more speculation, no more theories. This was timed, dated, and undeniable. Bambi entering a penthouse. Suite at 3:47 a.m., Stevie J following moments later. And that same night, Scrappy had posted a now-deleted story on Instagram that simply read, "Trust is a one-time thing." The pieces were falling into place, and not in her favor. Public. Opinion flipped almost instantly. Fans who once defended Bambi suddenly went silent. The ones who still supported her began using phrases like, "We don't know the whole story. Let her heal in peace." Everyone makes mistakes. But the internet wasn't buying it. Because shortly after that, Truth Hunter 777, the same account behind the Zoom leak, posted one final message. "The baby ain't even his. DNA test coming soon." And just like that, the internet detonated. No one had even questioned paternity until then. But now, every family photo, every Father's Day post, every daddy and me caption was being ripped apart in comment sections. Fans were pulling up timelines. doing math, comparing photos, asking questions they had no business asking. The cruelty was brutal, but no one could look away, and through it all, Scrappy stayed silent. But insiders said he was gearing up for war. He was approached by 3 major platforms, a tell-all docuseries on Netflix, a raw, unfiltered sit-down with Zeus Network, and an exclusive podcast-style interview promising full creative control. He hadn't signed anything yet, but the pressure was building. Not just from fans, but from inside the industry, because if Scrappy speaks, really speaks, the fallout could destroy more than just Bambi. It could burn VH1, Mona Scott, Stevie J, and the entire Love and Hip Hop franchise. Meanwhile, Bambi vanished. No posts, no stories. She deleted all her Instagram content, turned off comments, unfollowed everyone. Digital silence. But guess who wasn't silent? Mama D. Again, she popped back up with a vengeance, this time holding a phone playing an alleged voicemail. According to her, it came from one of Bambi's former friends. In the voicemail, the friend accused Bambi of manipulating Scrappy from day one, saying, "She told me if Scrappy don't propose, she's getting cut from the show. She said, I'll cry on camera if I have to. I'll trap him if I must. Let that sink in. That's not just betrayal. That's calculated performance heartbreak for TV. That's a storyline at the cost of someone's real life." And Scrappy? According to his inner circle, he's in therapy, trying to protect his daughter, trying to breathe. But also, he's angry. Angry in a way he's never been, and he's allegedly compiling his own folder of receipts. Now, as all this is happening, guess what else drops? A mysterious file dump, an anonymous cloud link lands in several bloggers' inboxes, containing screenshots of Bambi texting an unknown number at 3 a.m. Audio of a heated FaceTime where a man tells her, "You're not gonna keep using him for clout. This ends now." And one screen recording of what looked like Bambi rehearsing tears before filming a Love and Hip Hop scene. Fans were horrified. Was everything fake? Were we watching a love story? Or just the longest-running emotional scam in reality TV? And then, cameras caught Stevie, Jay boarding a private jet in Miami, laughing with a glass of wine in hand, captioning the moment. What happens in Vegas? Don't always stay there. Stay tuned. The man was smirking through destruction. He didn't deny a thing. In fact, he looked comfortable, and VH1, still no comment. But something else happened behind the scenes. A former Love and Hip Hop producer started liking shady tweets. One of them read, "If y'all knew what Bambi cut out of that reunion, the internet would collapse." That was all it. Took blogs started DMing past cast members. Anonymous crew began coming forward, and one of them leaked an unreleased reunion script note. It said, "Under no circumstances is footage from the Vegas night to be aired or referenced. This storyline must remain closed." What happened in Vegas? Why did Bambi and Stevie share a room during that trip? And why was Scrappy not invited? Then came the financial twist. Turns out, Bambi had filed paperwork to open a business account with an unknown LLC, listing Stevie J as the co-owner. It was filed months before the footage leaked. This wasn't chaos. This was coordinated betrayal. And now, fans were going full FBI. They found old clips of Bambi smirking at other women during Scrappy's reunions. They found shady TikTok comments she liked about knowing your worth and cashing your check. Even Erica Dixon chimed in with a cryptic tweet. "Told y'all, snakes always shed eventually." Then Young Jock went live and said, "Some of these folks were never in love. They were in contracts. Let that marinate." Meanwhile, producers were panicking. Several scenes were being pulled. Reunion footage was quietly edited. VH1 stopped promoting Scrappy-related clips. Bloggers got polite warnings not to speak on Mona. But fans didn't care. They wanted blood. Petitions to get Scrappy his own documentary passed 500,000 signatures. Hashtags like "I let Scrappy speak" and "Rye justice for Scrappy" trended for days. Even 50 Cent reposted the scandal on his story with, "This ain't reality. This is war." And then the last twist hit. A therapist, allegedly one of Scrappy's, was doxxed on Twitter. People begged for her to speak out. She didn't. But she liked a tweet that said, "He's been gaslit for years." No one believed him. But he knew. That tweet had over 3 million views in 24 hours, and suddenly this wasn't just about cheating. This wasn't about VH1. This was a cultural moment. A man, betrayed and mocked for years on TV, finally getting public sympathy. A woman once adored, now ghosted by the same fans who defended her. And Stevie J sipping wine. Still playing Puppet Master. Still hinting at more to come. So now we ask, was any of it ever real? Was Scrappy a pawn in someone else's fame game? Was Bambi in love? Or just in contractual character? And why is Stevie J always at the center of the mess? Was this revenge? Business or both? And where does it go from here? Because as of today, Bambi is still silent. Stevie J is teasing next drops. VH1 has locked reunion footage behind NDAs. And Scrappy? Sources say he's about to drop a documentary teaser. Title? Love, Betrayal, and the Truth They Cut Out. So now we turn to you. What do you believe? Was this real love turned sour, or a masterclass in manipulation? Are you Team Scrappy? Team Nobody? Or just watching the empire collapse? Drop your theories in the comments. We're watching. The cast is watching. The producers are definitely watching. Smash that like button. Like Stevie smashed the silence. Subscribe if you want the tea before it spills. And hit that bell. Because baby, this ain't the end. This is just the beginning. And the next chapter, it's gonna be ugly.